Thank you, Bob. Good evening, everybody, from Trondheim. We're not far from the Arctic Circle here in northern Norway, but it really isn't a bad evening. The conditions very good indeed for this vital Champions League game. Let's just check on the sides. Rosenborg, so close now to a League and Cup double in Norway. They field their strongest side. Their goalkeeper, Revisar, returns after injury and a loss of form. But more important, their attack is now led by Harald Brattbakk. Now, he scored 22 goals in 21 league games this season. He missed the opening game in this group in Warsaw with a stomach illness. 7 Norwegian internationals in this side that have a very impressive home record indeed. Well, as you heard, the Blackburn Rovers manager, Ray Huff, has decided against playing Chris Sutton in the sweeper role. In fact, for an away tie, it is quite an offensive setup. 3 up front there, Sutton, Alan Shearer and Mike Newell. But Graham Lassau's injured ankle keeps him out of defence. Jeff Kenner comes in, and there's a place on the left of the midfield for young Lee McKell. A referee tonight comes from Austria. It's Gunter Benker, who's a 40-year-old male nurse. Incidentally, this is also his first game in the Champions League. Certainly can't overstate the importance of this game to both clubs. As you've heard, they've both lost their opening Champions League games in this group. Another defeat tonight, and their hopes of qualifying for the quarterfinals will, I suppose, would just about take their place in the dustbin. Blackburn in a change strip. Here are the substitutes. Good to see Paul Warhurst amongst the Blackburn subs. 2 broken legs in the last 12 months, and such a valuable member of the squad there. Dying really to get him back in full trim. Blackburn in a change strip then, red and black. Attack the goal to our right. Rosenborg on the point of becoming champions of Norway for the 4th successive year. Henry gets it forward. Sutton. Touched there by Sherwood. Again, Blackburn passing the ball nicely around here. Getting a good deal of possession. Here's Batty. Sherwood hitting it long towards Mike Newell. Batty getting in there again. And away come Rosenborg with Kvarmer the right back. Hendry. And the first touch there for Tim Flowers. Knocking it away in the touch. Blackburn, of course, loses to Moscow Spartak. Rosenborg loses away to Legia Warsaw. Kavada. Good challenging here again by Batty, but you expect that in any case from that competitive little midfield player. Number 5 is Stensås. Stopped though by Henningberg, himself a Norwegian. He played for Lillestrøm before joining Blackburn Rovers. Solvedt. No foul there by Pearce. Batty bringing the ball forward to Shearer. Newell's got on ahead of him. Sherwood losing out to Jakobsen. And then running into Hendry. Little flick forward again. Kenner getting it forward. Bell losing out there. Stensås. Henry with the clearance again. Early thoughts in St John?
Well, looking at the first few minutes, it's going to be a very open game, that's for sure, because both sides have got attacking players, have got an attacking pattern, and I think we're going to see end-to-end stuff. So I think we should be in for a good one here tonight, Brian.
A corner then for Rosenborg. Bragstad, the big defender, number 4, is up. Will be an obvious target for this one, but it was just too high for him. Strand. Blackburn have pulled everybody back behind this ball. The last thing they want is to concede something early on. Their form having been turned around so well in the last 2 games, away to Swindon, then at home to Coventry. And here they come again with Batty. Playing it for Shearer, wide on this right-hand side. Sutton's gone through the middle. It's back here with Berg. Pearce. Very modest ground here in Trondheim. The capacity at the best of times is something like 24,000, being cut for security reasons by UEFA to just 12,000. Grassy banks behind one goal and no terracing or anything behind another. And open terracing on the far side as we look here, as Shearer now goes down that flank. And Blackburn get a corner.
Shearer's movement, Brian, as you know, is terrific. I mean, he moves left and right. And the thing about this attacking formation tonight, when it comes out wide, you can be sure there's going to be at least a couple of Blackburn players in the box when the ball comes in.
Well, it's Sherwood with this corner. Sutton there. Pearce at the near post. Number 11 there is McKell. Came from Newcastle United.
The corner flag had lost its flag.
So Sherwood waits. Trembling hands, and the official can't get it right. Shearer waits also. Linesman happy. Sherwood's corner. Shearer waiting. And the ball eventually cleared by Rosenborg. Berg. The ball just out of play. Yes, the linesman's flag was up, and it's a throw to Rosenborg. Pearce had an excellent game in the first match against Sparta. Onside, here's Jakobsen. Henry was just playing them on. Brackback's waiting in the middle. They might try and work it out again to Jakobsen. That's just what they've done. They owe so much to him down this left flank. Throw to Rosenborg.
You're right about the little winger Jakobsen, and Henning Berg can't really afford to leave this fella and give him space.
Some 58 caps for his country. And certainly Jakobsen will be one of the players facing Terry Venables' side when they come to Norway in a couple of weeks' time. Played in the '94 World Cup. Only 5'4", but a real handful on his night. Tim Flowers then with the free kick for Blackburn Rovers. Up goes Newell. Here's Shearer. Batty. Gets it back again towards Berg. Batty keeping possession again. Had his European experience, of course, with Leeds United before he joined Blackburn. It's not a bad cross, but knocked away quite comfortably again by the Rosenborg defence. Back. Saltfit. Poor ball. Straight to Newell, who'd come back to help. Batty again. Sutton with the header. Here's Sherwood. Now McKell. Whether Shearer can keep that in play, he has. So important as we know to Blackburn Rovers. In fact, Ray Harper was telling Saint and I at lunchtime today that this man really is the flagship for the whole club on the field at the moment. 5 goals in his last 2 games. If Shearer's playing well, everything seems to gel around him. Lee McKell finding Henning Berg. Nobody there to take Shearer's pass. It's a goal kick.
I think the one thing that Blackburn Rovers have to be careful about is that when Rosenborg get the ball on the counter-attack, in the last attack there, Henry and his co-defenders all just dropped off there. And if they allow them to pick the ball up in the centre circle, turn and get at them, I think there could be problems for them.
One in the air that time by Skamelsrud, captain of Rosenborg. Batty playing it short to Mike Newell. Berg with a header. Berg did well there, quickly closing in on Jakobsen. Stensors, number 5. Getting around Lee McKell. Finding Skamelsrud. Henry quickly into the challenge there. Time it was Kenner with a header out of play. Another throw to Rosenborg. So here come Rosenborg again. Another throw to them. So many years I called them Rosenborg. Told here, no, it's definitely Rosenborg. You wouldn't like us if we called it Liverpool, they said, or Tottenham. So it's a fair point. Try and keep my discipline going and make sure it's Rosenborg all night. 0-0 here in this so important Champions League game. Berg hitting it straight at the opponent, and a throw now for Blackburn Rovers. Of course, it was a major disappointment for Blackburn to lose that opening game against Spartak Moscow. But remember, 2 from each group of 4 go into the quarterfinals. If Blackburn can do their work properly here tonight and win, that's Rosenborg with 2 defeats in 2 games, that would mean, and that virtually would end their hopes. And then it becomes 2 out of 3 to qualify for the quarterfinals, and Blackburn then can pay their attention towards Legia Warsaw. At the moment, they've got some defending to do here, and Kennett just got a head onto that one, which was very valuable indeed. Held it up just for a moment. Now can they play this cross now? Skamelsrud. And well wide of the goal for the goalkeeper.
They are very tidy on the counter-attack, Brian, aren't they? And they are finding this space just in front of the Blackburn back 4. And I think the midfield players, you know, Batty, Sherwood, Young, McKell, they've got to be very careful that they don't let people come between them and the back 4.
Ray Harford there, the Blackburn Rovers coach. Certainly been a bold move of his, playing 3 up, really going for it. This is Ian Pearce. Down towards Shearer. It's Batty. Bypass Sherwood, but now Sherwood gets possession, plays it in again for Shearer. Knocking it wide again. Newell on the far side. Will dink in there. Sutton tried to get on the end of that one. Newell was in there too. In the end, it comes to Sherwood. And Pearce with a chance to turn away from trouble and plays it to Berg. He had to be quick as well. Stensors. The Rosenborg coach, Niels Arne Eggen. Batty getting through a lot of work in the midfield areas. McKell. Newell on the far side. I have to say, Saint, that we really do have to concentrate when it's on that far side. These Blackburn numbers are totally unreadable. Someone's obviously spending all night making sure that nobody can read those black numbers on the back of their dark red shirts.
Actually, on television, the lights look good, but here in the stadium, they don't look up to the quality that we have at home.
Pearce has gone up towards the near post again. Shearer's right on the goal line. Hendry is up, an obvious target. Sutton is in there as well. But they got that away without any great trouble. Houghton it was with the clearance for Rosenborg. Here come Blackburn again, but straight through to keeper Revisar. Stensos. Houghton. Stensos again. This is little Jakobsen in there. Hendry's header. Batty battling through that midfield. In the end, it's a free kick to Blackburn Rovers. Foul by Jakobsen. Here's Henningberg. Newell. Show it up towards Sutton, towards rather Shearer.
Every ball that Blackburn have played up, Brian, to the front players is finding the front players. You know, the fact that they've got 3 targets up there, every ball from the back has been pinpointed and they're finding them, and I think this is good play, and it's given the boys a bit of an option here. And Shearer with his turning shot, which is terrific. I didn't quite get a hold of that one, but it's nice to see that Blackburn are going to get the ball in dangerous positions.
Hendry getting across there to quell that little bit of danger. Hasn't finished yet either, but the throw goes to the Norwegian champions. Some good play here. And a shot that was only just wide for Skammersrud. Hit with great power on the left foot there. Set up by Kwame, but curling away from Tim Flowers' post, and a goal kick to Blackburn Rovers.
It was a good effort, and again, as I say, you can't really afford to give them space in front of your back 4.
They always expect to score, do Rosenborg, but at the moment it's Batty and Shearer trying to combine, but here they come again, the Norwegian champions. That's some good play again, looking to get the ball through once more to Brackpack. Oh. Newell getting a second bite. Sherwood missing out Batty.
See, that's sloppy play, that. You can't really afford to give the ball away in positions like that. They are technically very good side, aren't they? The control, the passing, the movement is very good.
It's a good play there again, that time by Soltvedt. They've lost only 2 league games this season in Norway. And as Bob was saying before the start of the programme, they've now gone 66 games and they've scored in all of them. I mean, that is an incredible record. They don't get goalless draws here.
Golden goal tickets will sell there, won't they?
But it does give an idea of their quality, and there's nothing to beat the winning habit, is there?
Oh, yeah. It's a terrific record. I mean, I don't think we'd have a team back in the UK that could do that.
Flowers. Hit it long, Batty couldn't reach it. Tim Sherwood, little touch now for Henningberg. Sherwood again. Plenty of movement up front for him. It's Lee McKell. Here's again. Playing it once more for David Batty. Berg being forced back though. Pearce is available for Berg. Here he is. And then Hendry. Batty once again. Driving the ball straight into touch. Henry with the header. Jakobsen. Batty taking it from Berg, gets it back again to Berg. Ball hit long this time, trying to release Sutton, but it's not nearly accurate enough, and away come the Norwegians again. Berg stopping them. Batty battling away. Shearer on this near touchline now. There's Henningberg. Berg once again. Mikel. Newell. Hendry hitting it long. Shearer rising to it. Beaten in the air though. Might fall for Sherwood. Now for Mike Newell. Back for Tim Sherwood again. Here's David Batty. Looking for a bit of space, a bit of movement. It's Shearer who's pulled away on this side again. But Stensor's holding him up. Getting some support there by Skamelsrud, who's fouled, and it's a free kick.
The number 5 Stensos did very well, didn't they, against Alan Shearer. In fact, has done that 2 or 3 times. Shearer's tried to go by him on the flank, and he's been equal to it.
Ian Pearce with a header. Sherwood knocking it on. This is Kwame, the right back. And a Blackburn throw. David Batty. Sutton's made a break. There's his downward header. Mikel trying to get in. Can Sutton take advantage? In fact, there's a foul by Blackburn. A free kick to Rosenborg, already taken. Skamelsrud taking possession here. And a chance now for Blackburn on the break. 4 up for Blackburn, or rather 3 up for Blackburn, 4 back for Rosenborg. And Kwame had the better of Newell. Right back. Stensos. Jakobsen. A deep cross has to be dealt with. No, it's a bit too high. And Blackburn keep it in play. Sutton. Shearer. It's a good break. Led by Batty on the far side. Jakobsen. Saltvet. And Flowers hammering it away. As yet, not a great deal to stir the blood.
Not at the moment. It's sort of calmed down a little bit. I think Blackburn, funnily enough, have stopped playing the ball up to the front people. They were getting success in the first 15 minutes, and now they're trying to play a more patient game.
Throw to Rosenborg. Off Jeff Kenner. There's the boy from Dublin. Given away there. Shearer takes it up. Sutton tries to keep it going. He's got a support from Newell as well. But again, the Norwegians get possession. It's Jakobsen. Free kick given to Rosenborg in a dangerous area, 4 or 5 yards outside the Blackburn Rovers penalty area.
Kidded the referee with that one, didn't he, Jakobsen? He just ran straight into Henry. I mean, he had no chance of getting the ball, ran into him, kidded the referee, and got a free kick. And what you say, Barney, a very dangerous area.
Jakobsen's number 11 behind it. Scannellswood also.
Don't get out of the way!
What a goal kick. Came off Houghton, the big defender. Got a good record here, actually, in Europe as well. They get a European jaunt most seasons to Rosenborg, and rarely are they beaten here. In the last few years, they've beaten teams like Moscow Dynamo and the Spanish then champions, Deportivo La Coruña. And I think in the last decade or so, the only big side that have come here and won have been Sampdoria of Italy. So that's again the measure of the task that faces Blackburn Rovers here tonight. Still at 0-0. Mike Newell knocking it back now to Henning Berg. Henry. Newell, a little flick on. Sutton chasing, but in vain. It's knocked away there by Bragstad. Kvarmer, the right back. Lurken. And technically, they look an excellent side.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they are far classier, look far quicker, I think, than Blackburn Rovers. You know, any time there's been a ball where there's two chasing for it, they've been getting there first.
Stensos. Oh, kind of got a valuable header in there. Batty now can bring it away. Bring a bit of pace to it now. Shearer. Losing it a bit for just a moment. Then finds Newell. Knocked on by Sherwood now. Kenner. Newell coming to fetch again. McCall there. Sherwood. Hendry. Quite a few up now for Blackburn. And an offside against Mike Newell.
Brian, they had the players up there. They had the players up 3 or 4 classes ago, and I do think that the Rovers defenders are just passing for the sake of it. I wish somebody would take responsibility and play the ball up front. As you can see here, he just runs straight offside there. That was Newell. But they had the red jerseys in there earlier, and I think the ball has got to be played up, because when it has been played into them, they've managed to get a hold of it.
Hendry. Rosenborg lost 3-1 in Warsaw to Legia. That's after they'd gone into the lead with a Jakobsen penalty. And the free kick again to Rosenborg. Foul on Hoffman as he jumped for that ball. Scammelrud, the captain, springing it wide here again. Stensos playing it wide for Jakobsen. The little cross coming in there, and Henry got a valuable header in there. Just for a moment, though, it looked as though Bratback might have just beaten him for the ball. Here's Jakobsen again. There's a great chance here, and a terrific save by Flowers. That was a great chance there for Rosenborg, for Bratback, and it was an excellent piece of goalkeeping. The ball falling invitingly for him there. What a great piece of keeping there by Tim Flowers.
Well done, Tim Flowers. That was superb goalkeeping, wasn't it? I mean, that was a total miss kick by Strand. And there was Blackburn. Oh, good save. Now that's a vital moment in the game, because had they gone one down at this stage, you know, you never know what might happen. But they'll have to fight on.
Back by Hendry. Flowers, who was responsible, of course, in many quarters for the goal that Spartak scored when in that opening game, when he came rushing to the edge of his box and was lobbed. But that really was an excellent piece of goalkeeping. A lot of courage to it and tremendous reflexes too. I have some more to do, because they are looking really dangerous at the moment, Rosenborg. Everybody linking up so well. But Stensors in the end beaten by the challenger Batty. Gets it up towards Sutton. Turns well for Blackburn Rovers. Tries to get Shearer on his way. But this time the big Bragstad was there, making the clearance. Here's Bragstad again, just teasing the ball forward. Good play again, Solvet, who's looked dangerous through that midfield. Jakobsen playing it in early. And back there as well. And it's gone in! And the scorer is Löken. Well, they've begun to look menacing, and it's paid off for the Norwegian champions. And that's a terrible blow for Blackburn Rovers.
Well, they were all at sea here, really, weren't they? When the ball got played on there, you know, Jeff Kenner had come in. There was Lockett coming into back post. And really, Tim Flowers, having made that great save just earlier there, Brian, you might say then that he could have been at fault here, not getting across quick enough and getting beaten at the near post there, but not really at a very hard effort. I think he'd be disappointed losing that one.
Rosenborg 1, Blackburn Rovers 0. Just about the half-hour mark. Newell. Batty. Or rather, it's Mackell. And now Pearce. Up forward by Hendry. Up towards Shearer. Knocked away by Kramer. Batty.
Why they have to play the ball back to the goalkeeper from positions inside their opponent's half, I'll never know. There's nobody going to take responsibility to play it forward.
Sutton on the charge now. Stopped comfortably and fairly by Houghton. Jakobsen. Hustled by Henningberg. Strand was dispossessed, but he gets the ball back again, finds Löken on that far side. Matt Pack waiting in the middle. Jakobsen's come into a strong mid-attacking position also, but two Blackburn challengers get that one away, but they just can't find anybody when they play it forward. Their game for the moment is disintegrated. It needs somebody to pull it back together again.
They need a goal quickly, Brian, to get back on terms here, because if they don't get one, I'll tell you what, it could be 2 or 3 down.
And they're looking ever more dangerous now. Stensors hits it straight at Pearce. Nodded away by Berg. Flicked on by Sherwood. Mackell plays it forward, but it's easily cut out. There's nothing there for Shearer. Strand. Scammelsrud. Strand again. Nice skills on the ball there. Looking for Löken and finds him on the far side. Kenner tries to close him down. Comes into Strand again. Well, you can see it with your own eyes at home that the Norwegians at the moment are looking the better side.
Oh, they're a classy outfit. There's no two ways about it, Brian. The movement passing is great. But I have to say that I think Blackburn Rovers are standing off. They're not picking people up. The midfielders are letting them get behind them. The back players are not stepping forward and closing the gaps.
Shearer to Newell. McKell to Batty. Knocked back for Henning Berg. McKell again.
This will go back again.
Batty.
I mean, Batty plays more back than he plays forward.
And from a position inside the Rosenborg half, suddenly the ball is there. The slip by Hendry. The cross comes in. It might come to Jakobsen. Well,
is that a comedy of errors, if ever you see it? Simply because
almost a tragedy of errors.
Well, midfield players, Brian, have got the ball and won't play it forward. They're looking just to lay it back and lay it back, taking no responsibility.
Well, here's Batty again. Let's see if he can play one forward now. What's he got available? Men forward are completely surrounded by white shirts. They're working very hard, Rosenborg. They're getting people back behind the ball so quickly. Here's Batty again. Shearer on that far side, trying to make something happen for Blackburn Rovers. Trying to get the ball in towards Sutton and Newell. But Blackstad brings it away for Rosenborg. Onside. And waiting in the middle is Bratpak and Jakobsen. And in the end, they get it away. Stensas. Solvet. But Pearce holds him up. And now a break could be on for Blackburn Rovers, led here by David Batty. Shearer very closely marked indeed. Now Berg. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Berg again.
What a bad ball.
Solvet. Bratpak. McKell. Sherwood playing it in. Bradstad. And the throw goes to Rosenborg. Switching it to the right fullback, Varme. All the Blackburn substitutes warming up at the moment. Varme's cross easily caught by Tim Flowers. Clearance goes straight into touch. Bobby Mims, Stuart Ripley, Nicky Marker, Paul Warhurst and Matty Holmes are the Blackburn subs tonight. David Batty. And now Tim Sherwood. Stensås. Berg gets it away. Batty. Shearer on that far side now. Jeff Kenner into Tim Sherwood. Newell getting it back, Sherwood with a long raking drive, almost the first effort that Blackburn have had on goal, and it's gone well wide.
Yeah, it's about the first shot they've had. In fact, they've had nothing really creative at all, have they?
The keeper's not had a shot to save, Reza.
Not even a header. You know, there's been nothing at all. Simply because I think, Brian, it's okay having 3 in there. I'm all for that. But the ball has got to be played in. They've got to get a service. And if it's getting played back the way all the time instead of forward, you know, what chance have they got?
Batty once again. Caban challenging it. And in the end, the free kick goes against Blackburn Rovers. Against Chris Sutton. And Bragstad will take it. Hendry's header. Solvet. He's played some lovely balls throughout midfield as Solvet, and here's Jakobsen with a touch on there by Skamelsrud. But here come Blackburn trying to put 1 or 2 passes together and succeeding in doing so there as Shearer plays it wide now for Sherwood. Shearer back again. Sherwood. Alan Shearer. Touched on again for Shearer, but closing in on him. Sutton with a header there. Misguided. Comes back to Mike Newell. In for Sherwood, knocking it wide towards Shearer on the far side there. Just wouldn't fall, though, for McKell. And Berg being chased by Jakobsen.
The 1 or 2 little balls that went in the penalty area there. The Rosenborg looked a little bit shaky there. There was, you know, some wild slashes at it and, you know, half-hit balls out. I do think the game's certainly not all over, that's for sure. I do think if they get the ball in their penalty area, I think, you know, there's going to be chances for them.
Newell now finding Batty. Hit long towards Sutton, who's offside.
So what a ball it was anyway.
Lurken, the goal scorer, after 29. Well, they half it on the left. Derek Verzakli alongside him. The coach just brought in from Newcastle United. Great old Blackburn Rovers player, of course, of many years standing. Jakobsen. Oh, good work again. Well, there's no doubt who's been the busier of the 2 goalkeepers. Flowers quickly down to handle that one. Some good interplay again, some good running into a good position again by Jakobsen.
I think at half-time we'll have to be talking about how they're going to stop them attacking down this left-hand side. The Stensos at number 5, and has been just getting a free rein, hasn't he, to come down and play Jakobsen in.
Here's Mike Newell. He's got Shearer wide, he's got Sutton in the middle. Towards Sutton, couldn't quite reach it. That's going to be a Rosenborg throw as well. David Batty, the Rosenborg defender, seeking to steal a few yards. Newell. Shearer. Shearer. That's a terrific shot. Out of nothing there. Alan Shearer, they held off him for just a moment, and that was long enough. But that was something like 22, 23 yards range.
Well done, Alan Shearer. That was terrific, wasn't it? I mean, he took the ball there, carried on, and right peg. See, the goalkeeper didn't look too safe there.
Didn't look happy with that at all. It's a corner. Pearce up at the near post. Hendry looking to attack this one as well. Doesn't quite get to it. Newell into the side netting.
If you're going to do anything there, you've just got to hit it back across the 6-yard box. That's all you need to do. Hit it across there, and it could hit anybody and go in the net. I just hope Shearer gets a little bit more of the ball in the second half, because, you know, he's the man. If anybody's the man to turn this game around, it's Alan Shearer. Great power in that.
Risa with the kick. Last couple of minutes or so of the first half, which has been one of a real struggle for Blackburn Rovers. A goal down, might have been more. One excellent save by Tim Flowers. free kick now to the English champions. Jeff Kenner getting it forward. Farmer quite easily able to manage that one. Sherwood holding off all comers now. Finding Mike Newell. A little touch now for Henning Berg. Down the line again, but no good for Shearer.
I mean, Shearer looks disgusted at that. He's telling Berg, what sort of ball is that to give him?
Summing up the first half, Saint?
Well, I've been very impressed with the visit the home team.
Well, here's Saltlet putting Bracknap through. He's given a penalty. He's given a penalty against Ian Pearce for the challenge, and he's got a yellow card as well as Pearce. He's absolutely dumbfounded by that. I must say that looked a very, very hard decision to me.
Well, I think the tackle was fine, but he pulled his jersey, Brian. Let's have a look at it here. I think the tackle was fine. There he goes into the tackle there.
Plays the ball.
And then he said, hang on a minute.
Hold on. That seems a very hard decision to me.
Well, he did pull him back.
Well, what it means is it's a major problem now for Blackburn Rovers. Jakobsen, who scored in the first game in this group from the penalty spot in Warsaw against Legia, now could come in danger of putting this game beyond Blackburn's reach, unless Tim Flowers can do something here. Well, he doesn't have to. It's against the crossbar, and suddenly Blackburn can come on the counter-attack. Batty finding Sherwood. Maybe justice was done. Sherwood. To Shearer.
Well, that might be a little turning point in the game for Blackburn. They needed that little bit of luck.
Sherwood again. Strong in the challenge. Sutton's in there as well. Sherwood, a little side foot actually.
Pass back.
Yeah, it's not nearly enough power to beat Reza. But as you say, that might just be the turning point. That might just stiffen them a little bit, Blackburn, and make them feel that maybe not everything's going to go against them tonight. But as it is, they're a goal down, scored by Loken after 29 minutes. It's a real big struggle for the English champions against Rosenborg here in Trondheim tonight. 1-0 to Rosenborg is the half-time situation.
Importance of this.
I think they realise the importance of it.
Yeah.
I think you'd be saying, look, let's press the game a little bit further. Let's get more tackles in, but let's look forward earlier. But you've got to try and take the ball further upfield before you put crosses in. They haven't had a decent cross into the box, I don't think.
Yeah. Right. Thank you, Ron. Here we go. Back to Trondheim. Back to Norway. Blackburn are 1-0 down. Back to Ian St John and Brian Moore.
Thank you, Bob. Well, they might get the odd cross in now because Stuart Ripley is on in place of Lee McKell. Ripley on as a substitute then for Blackburn Rovers. Actually struck me as a player who's not in the highest of confident form at the moment, but he's really what Blackburn needs. Somebody who can fly down that flank, can take on a man. That's what he's really got to do, and then get the crosses in for the likes of Shearer, Sutton and Newell. Saint?
Well, that was the sort of thing he was doing 6 months ago, but he's got to do it tonight, certainly. I think the young boy, McKell, was finding it a bit difficult in the middle of the field there against an experienced side like this, quality team. So I think that was the right choice to take them off and put Ripley on. But Ripley's got to do the business.
Here comes Rosenborg, remember, in the white shirts. Lurking, the goal scorer, number 9. This is number 6, Strand. Strong midfield player. Nicked away there by David Batty. Finding Hendry. And Jeff Kenner. Vincent, it's Rosenborg challenging again. Putting the ball through the back. And now for Jakobsen. Stopped by Hendry on that occasion. And a fantastic volley. And a wonderful save there. Solveig shot superbly saved again by Tim Flowers. And that one too, which was a good deal easier. But Solveig, who's looked an outstanding midfield player, I think, for Rosenborg tonight, caught that superbly on the volley. That was another excellent piece of keeping by Tim Flowers.
And an excellent piece of play by Rosenborg, wasn't it?
Excellent. And here they come again. Rami, fullback. Looking. Playing it again. There's some space here. Then charged off Hendry. Shot by Strand. Indeed, in the opening minutes of the second half, once again, a fantastic piece of goalkeeping there by Flowers. But the Norwegian champions are now making all the running again.
It was a lovely strike too, wasn't it? It was
Wonderful strike. Jakobsen with the corner. Hopkins up there from the back. Defending will have to be done here. And some shoving, I fancy, by Bragstad, giving Blackburn Rovers the free kick.
But you know, the move that led up to the strike on goal was, again, just an aimless kick out of defence by Blackburn Rovers, who just kicked the ball up straight to the opposition, bang, 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 and it was almost another in the net. You know, they've got to be far more careful with the ball getting played up.
Just had it confirmed by the Blackburn Rovers bench, so that's exactly what they want Stuart Ripley on the ball here to be doing. Play wide, get some pace down the flank and feed the three men in the middle who are just looking for that vital goal for Blackburn Rovers. Here's Ripley again. On a free kick.
Well, nice to see him attempting to get up the flank, wasn't it? And I think he's got to do that, but he's playing against a classy fullback here. The number 5 is a very, very good player.
Just get the impression his confidence is not all that it has been in the past, you know, and he just needs 1 or 2 good runs past the defender and to do something really well to bring it all back. It's Berg with the free kick. There's a foul and another free kick this time to Rosenborg. International for England, if memory serves me, was right at the end of Graham Taylor's reign. Goes Batty, goes Newell. It's again to Batty. Played gently for Newell. Looking to get Ripley, but Ripley had started his run and the ball was played straight and to Stensaus. They've got such pace again. Passing on this occasion didn't match it. That is challenge beaten by Solveig, but Blackburn get it back again. David Batty. Shearer playing it wide again. It's Newell on the far side. Sutton coming for this one, but I don't think he'll get there. And it's a goal kick.
But you know, had he got that ball there, had it been a better ball and he got it, Jeff Kenna's standing on the halfway line. Now really, as the ball was getting played up the right hand side of the field, Jeff Kenna's got to get down there the way that the Rosenborg fullbacks are doing. Get down there and support them, because they had 2 against 1 in the centre circle. There was no need for them back there.
Hendry's header picked up here by the right fullback Kvarner. Sherwood. This is Strand, number 6. Sherwood again to Shearer. Newell. And now Ripley. Batty. Berg's gone away down the right flank. Batty turning this way, though. Gets it back again. Everything seems to go through David Batty in that midfield area. There's Henningberg. Now it's Sherwood. Meantime, there are plenty of white shirts that are back now. Ripley, can he get past his man this time? He's hit it past him, got his head down. But the Norwegians had it all well covered. And here's little Jakobsen. Back waiting in the middle. Loken's in there too. Skamelsrud, Jakobsen. Playing it wide this time to Lurken, the goal scorer. And then hits it straight at Hendry. Strand doing well. Bought himself a good yard there. Lurken. Solvet. Playing it wide again. No foul. And Ripley going from deep this time. Desperate to try and get past the fullback. And a throw given Blackburn's way. Looking dangerous here again. Oh, my goodness, that was an important clearance by Pearce. Rather, it was Kenner, I think, in fact, who made that clearance in the end. And here's Kenner again on this side. Can Batty get there first? Jakobsen playing it in again to Locken. Jakobsen. Long-range shot, well saved. And in the end, it's Hendry who gets in and knocks it away. Just as Locken was coming in there for the little tap-in.
Well done again, Flowers. That was another good save. You know, dangerous ball that, Brian, coming off the floor like that in these conditions tonight. You know, the pitch is wet.
Hendry's clearance. Once again, no doubting which of the goalkeepers is the busier. Lurken. Back pack after this one. Here's Ripley. To Shearer. Got Sutton ahead of him. Newell's coming up fast. Ripley's gone steaming down the right flank. Shearer finding Batty. Cut out before it gets through to Newell. And Solvet again, who had that terrific volley just after half-time. Skamelsrud, the captain. To Jakobsen on the far side, but a throw to Blackburn.
That was a careless ball from him, but the difference between the two teams in their passing line is that Rosenborg look to play the ball forward, little penetrating passes, and if they play one forward, they look for a second one forward. You know, where Blackburn really in the night really haven't been playing anything at all. There's the shot coming in, and again just dipped in front of Flowers here. Did really well actually getting his body behind that, and well done Henry following in.
Rosenborg's free kick. Back getting in across the face of the goal there. Suddenly Berg was in a little bit of trouble racing and facing his own goal, but they get it away only as far as Kramer here. Strand. And behind for the goal kick. The ball dipping and swirling there a little bit. Always just going beyond the crossbar. These strong midfield players, Strand.
He set his intentions well there. He's not going past you here, and he did.
So the second half gone, still 1-0 to Rosenborg. The goal by Lurken after 29 minutes. Shearer. Well, it was a good effort, and Sherwood had made a good run for him, but it didn't quite come off for Blackburn, and now they need to defend. Lurken. Gets the ball in. Pearce gets nicely behind it. Back again for Lurkin, though. Solvet. Kenner with the clearance. Bragstad. Hofgrun. Stensors. Now look at Jakobsen. Good play by Jakobsen. In the end, he hadn't got the cross. But that excellent play deserved, and it's Batty who can bring it away now for Blackburn Rovers. Henry. To Berg. Ball played poorly there by Alan Shearer. This is Strand. As Rosenborg come on the attack again. Pearce holding them up. Supported here by David Batty. The flag up for an offside against Chris Sutton. Not much in it. Blackburn just don't seem capable of putting a good attacking move together at the moment, Saint.
No, they don't. I mean, the passing actually from back to front has been abysmal. I know Big Ron was saying that they were playing too many straight balls. I don't mind that as long as they hit a red jersey with it, but I mean, they're hitting white jerseys. And there's another one.
Solvet. For Strand. Driven well against the post. Well, they've hit the post there, they've hit the crossbar with the corner, and they've scored once of Rosenborg. And Blackburn at the moment lucky to be only just a single goal down. And here's Ripley. Sherwood. Now for Batty. Played for Shearer.
I mean, the shot that hit the post again wasn't a lovely setup. The setup was beautiful, played in, the shot hits the post. As you say, they're leading a charmed life in a way, Blackburn, because they should really be about 3 down.
Batty to Ripley. Not going to cause any damage right back there. Here he comes.
And there it goes.
That's easily cut out again. And this side, remember, have already lost 3-1 to Legia Warsaw in Warsaw, which is where Blackburn Rovers next go. This was the shot by Strand that beat the dive of Flowers, but not the post. Pearce getting it away. Bradpack. Then he came through to Locken. It's Mike Newell who gets it away. 2 Blackburn players going for that one. Solvet. Scamble through it. And now Kramer. Lurkin. Bragstad. Just can't get anything going at the moment, Blackburn.
They're getting a bit of a chasing, aren't they? But they have to weather this little storm, Brian. I mean, it's still only 1-0, and if they can hold it for another 10 minutes or so, you know, the fire will dampen down a little bit, and who knows? I mean, they've had a few let-offs tonight, so it may well be they could get something out again.
Kenner hitting it forward to Sutton. Certainly nothing there. Jakobsen. Ripley getting back to repair the damage. Gets it back to Tim Flowers. Batty to Ripley. Sutton up there, Shearer and Newell all in there now. If Ripley can just find the cross. But he can't. Berg trying to keep it going. Can Batty get a cross in? No, he can't either. And away come the Norwegians again. It's been that sort of night for Blackburn Rovers. Pearce trying to keep them going, but back. There's a foul on the Blackburn central defender, Ian Pearce. By Solveig, who's still down. And the referee deciding that the number 7 has to be looked at.
Well, the referee's given one or two strange decisions tonight, and I think that was another one there. I think we all thought that Pearce had actually fouled the number 7 there. Don't you think so, Brian?
Yes, indeed. Solveig.
Yeah, Solveig, yeah. Let's have a look at it here. Pearce is going in. Well, he wins the tackle, Pearce, which fair enough, and then just fell right on top of him.
But overall, they just don't seem to get into this game, Blackburn, do they?
No. You know, as I say, maybe if Rosenborg sort of take the foot off the pedal for 10 minutes or so, they might get themselves back in it again. But Ripley, who's on the ball now, hasn't done anything since he came on, so he's really got to get a good cross on this time.
Well, he's won a free kick instead. Pearce is coming forward for this. Tall Colin Hendry's in there too.
They've got enough big players, haven't they? When you look at Blackburn Rovers, they've got Newell and Sutton and Pearce, Henry.
They're all 6-footers.
Yeah, a quality ball in. Surely one of them might get a head on it.
Well, here comes that free kick. Floated high. Shearer knocks it down, and it's been knocked in.
Mike Newell.
And it's Mike Newell, the number 10, who's brought Blackburn Rovers level when we just couldn't see a goal coming in any direction. And Tim Sherwood's long cross in there. Shearer, I think, who wins the ball there, yes, and wins it well. And in the end, it's Mike Newell who just pokes it home to make it 1-1.
Well, there you are. A ball into the box, simple ball, everybody in, pile in, and there was Mike getting the final touch on. All very simple, isn't it? Why have we not been doing that for the better part of the game? But it was a sort of, I would say, an English type goal. You know, we score a lot of goals off corner kicks and free kicks.
And to be fair, totally against the run of play.
Oh yeah.
Now there's a break on as well. This time Sherwood's run was well timed, but the ball was played too hard ahead of him. It's Mike Newell, the goal scorer.
I was saying, Brian, about riding your luck, you know, and it may well be the case there that, you know, the ball's hitting the bar and the post, and Blackburn's, when it was 1-0, they were still very much in the game, and now it's 1-1, and they're looking now surely to try and get a winner here.
Kramer. Still plenty of strong defending need to be done, though, because this is a good Norwegian side, as we've seen. Sherwood knocking the ball forward towards Shearer. But back once again to the goalkeeper, Reza. Hit first time by him. Often. Good jump by Hendry. And Hendry claims he went for it, but the foul's been given.
Well, Henry really attacked that one, didn't he? He may have caught Strand there with his arm, but I don't think it was an elbow in it. I think it was just a straightforward centre-half going challenging for the ball with a bit of strength. Here's the goal again. Shearer did well,
great job,
oh, Shearer did well.
Source hitting it high towards the Blackburn Rovers goal. Hendry missed out on that one. Locker now looking to get another chance. It's important that Blackburn give nothing away here. Get the ball forward again. Newell tried to make something of it. Batty tried to make something of it. Mike Newell in the end pouncing on it and gets it back to Tim Flowers. Farmer with the header. Sutton. Loken. Oh, it went through Henry's legs, but he recovered very quickly indeed. Kenner getting the ball forward again. But Sherwood losing out this time. And now a free kick for the foul on Strand. With 25 minutes of the game left. Rosenborg 1, Blackburn Rovers 1. Scamelford, the captain of the home side, with this free kick. Floated in. It was Pearce who got up there. Flowers who got up there with his fist. And in the end, it was Houghton, the defender, getting it well over the crossbar for the goal kick.
I thought that was a little bit of a flapper there from Tim Flowers. When you come punching there, coming through the ruck of players, you've got to get some distance on it. Here you see Brian coming in. The challenge here. I think that was Shearer again, a guy said to that one. Tim came out, didn't really get anything on it at all.
But here he comes with the goal kick now. Well, Henry said play it back. Pearce didn't hear him and was a little slow to attempt to do so, but here's Ian Pearce on the ball now, hitting it long, and Shearer given offside. There couldn't have been much in that. Bragstad with the free kick. Batty beaten in the air, but very rarely on the ground, although he is there. Ball bounced off Ian Pearce. They've got it back now to Kenner. And now Ripley, it's gone out of play. Jakobsen. Stopped by the challenge of Batty. Get the ball forward again towards Alan Shearer. Here's Shearer. Sutton chasing. But they get the ball back again to goalkeeper Rees. Foul by Henning Berg on Jakobsen. All Norwegian international teammates. Henry with a powerful header away. Batty up to Shearer. Can Blackburn somewhere find a winning goal now? Shearer with Ripley going storming down the right-hand side again, but they've provided with Batty instead. Now inside for Sherwood. Sutton being forced back. Finds Jeff Kenner. Played in for Mike Newell. Nicked on this time by Sutton. And Shearer, here's Newell again. He's knocked it wide this time for Ripley. And Sherwood's in there. It's a terrific save by the keeper. I thought that ball, in fact, looked as though it was going to cross the line. But he's got some more work to do here. This time it was Sutton flying at the ball there. But it went wide. It was a terrific header there by Shearer in the first place.
What a good ball in, but wasn't it? A terrific ball. And that almost looked as if it would hit the post, even as if it came onto the post from this angle. Great ball in by Ripley. Great attacking header. And so unlucky not to get another one there.
Hendry coming about 30 yards for that one.
That was positive. You know, that since they got the goal now, Blackburn Rovers are beginning to believe that they can actually win this game. They've been chasing their tail for most of it, but I do think they can get back in it, Brian, and get themselves a goal.
Well, they've given it away badly here of Rosenborg. Ripley looking to get round the defender, Houghton. And succeeds in doing so this time. Gets the ball in. That'll do him a power of good. Strand gets it away for Rosenborg. Now Kenner. It to Shearer. Taken beautifully there by Shearer. Wasn't an easy ball for him to take either. Nodded down, and Batty was flying in there.
Oh, that looked a half a chance, didn't it?
It did, more than half a chance.
What a good ball back there by Sutton.
Suddenly Blackburn have begun to spark. The errors are coming now from Rosenborg, and maybe it's not all up with the English champions, as Berg takes it on and may have taken, yes, showed just too much of that to Houghton. But a Blackburn throw. Henningberg with it. Sherwood. Yes, long-range shot.
That's down the High Street.
Goes into Trondheim High Street, and it's a goal kick.
Yeah.
Well, it looks as though they're about to bring on young Stefan Iversen in place of Lawton, who in fact passed the fitness test only today, so obviously his injury is playing up a little bit. But here's the 18-year-old Stefan Iversen, who's a striker. And they say in these parts he comes on so often, this youngster, as a sub, and most times when he comes on he believes he's going to score, and most times he does.
Is that the bad news, Brian?
That's the bad news. Shearer. But it's been a much better 5 or 10 minutes for Blackburn, hasn't it?
Oh,
Ripley.
Totally different. If he gets another ball in, who knows?
No, the free kick's going against him. He's not happy with it. Strand. And now here's Iversen, the 18-year-old. This time it's a Blackburn ball. Sherwood. Sutton's up ahead of him. He'd been fed by Newell in the first place. Finds Shearer. Knocks it out wide for Ripley. Goal kick.
Now that's the first time really in the game that Blackburn Rovers have played it forward, back, and then forward again. To play a running player, people running forward into space, and it was just, the ball was just overhit by a little bit. But at least they're beginning to gel a little bit now. They're beginning to play a bit of football. And earlier on, they had the ball up when they almost scored again. The ball up to Alan Shearer. Not a great ball, but Shearer's such a good player. He was able to bring it down in his chest and do something with it.
Newell. Now Strand for Rosenborg. Ball just skirts away there for Sherwood. Finds Newell with it.
He's working like a beaver, big Newell, in midfield now, isn't he? You know, since he's played there in the second half. He's a big, strong lad, grafting away. Not everything coming off for him, but he's putting the effort in.
I think also we've seen the midfield players looking to get forward themselves a little more now. Batty was flying in on a header just now, wasn't he? And Sherwood was the furthest forward just after that.
Well, that's right, as I'm saying, Brian, because they're playing and hitting the front people with the ball, which you've got to do. I mean, there's no point in people making runs from the back if they're just hitting into a white jersey.
In the meantime, more defending to be done by Blackburn Rovers. 1 point is better than none. 3 would be wonderful. Strand plays it in. Hendry meets it well. Strand with the throw for Rosenborg. Here's Iversen. Oh, what a good bit of play there by the 18-year-old. A little stab with the outside of the boot, and that could so easily have brought all sorts of trouble just inside the Blackburn Rovers 6-yard area.
He caught them by surprise there, didn't he? Because he played it with his wrong foot, as it were. He's flicked it in with his left there, and some players had to be lively.
Shearer missed that one, but gathers this. Holds off all and sundry. Gets his shot in, but it's charged down. Batty picks up the rebound. Finds Ripley again on the far side. Looking to go past his man. Gets his cross in this time. Houghton gets it away. Batty once again, though, for Blackburn. Back to Berg. And now for Ripley. Berg again. Little chip in this time towards Shearer, but didn't reach him. Jakobsen on the chase, but he'll be outpaced there by Henning Berg. Back to Tim Flowers. Sutton chasing, getting in behind them. Newell's up in support as well. Shearer's in there too. If Ripley can just get a cross in. He's played it short to Batty instead. Now there might be trouble at the other end because they are so devastating on the break. And there's the break coming up. Can Hendry get there first? He can. That was a great bit of defending by Colin Hendry.
And Tim Flowers on his way out again there. I think, you know, had he got to it first, the Rosenborg player got to it first, you know, he was in no man's land.
As it was a super bit of defending by the big Scot.
Excellent.
Here's Newell now for Blackburn. Batty. Oh, given away. Played in now for Black. Again, Hendry's there. This time it's Kenner there, just holding up Iversen. Comfortably onto the left foot, finds Shearer. Shearer surrounded by three. It came off the Norwegian, so it'll be a throw to Blackburn. With about 13 minutes of the game left. Hendry. Blackburn's throw. The victory would be terrific for them. But you wonder if they shouldn't be satisfied with a draw. It could have been so much worse than that.
I think that they would take the draw, Brian, but I also think they can still win this game.
Berg playing it in, but the pass was signalled and it was easily cut out by the Norwegians, who've now got Jakobsen streaming down that left-hand side. Skammersel, and now Iversen. And the captain's shot goes wide of Flowers' goal. Bent Skammersrud. Certainly the warnings there again for Blackburn. These people are devastating on the break.
Oh, well, on the break, I mean, they just flooded forward there, all the white jerseys.
But they do it with such pace as well.
The passing, Brian, when they come out of defence, the passing is excellent. And that's what sets up chances.
Kenner. Shearer. Hendry. Skammersrud being hustled by Mike Newell. As you say, he's done so much work for Blackburn tonight. Hofstad knocking it forward. Strand beaten by Batty. Kenner gets it back to Flowers. Shearer jumping for this one and winning it well. Blackburn's throw.
There's not many balls get away from Shearer, whether they're in the air or his chest or his feet. You know, he's a terrific target man. They can, if they aim it in his direction, reasonably close to him, he'll do something with it.
Jeff Kenner. Up to Shearer. Mike Kenner, the man bought from Southampton. Kenner hitting it forward again. Sutton to Shearer. Newell's wanting it. Batty's wanting it. Sherwood's made a little run. Ripley's in space on the far side, but it's maybe not the best ball that was played, bringing Henning Berg into it. But now Berg has done well to find Ripley behind the defence. Brings it onto the left foot. Bangs in a goodish cross there, but it's a little too high for Shearer. And it's a goal kick.
The Blackburn fans looking at the time left in this game and looking at the scoreline would think things are looking pretty good for them, because they've really, you know, had a pacing tonight as far as football is concerned, but they're hanging in there. and looking to get the winner.
Here's Shearer. Sutton on the far side. That'll be a corner, will it? No. Revisar. Very experienced goalkeeper, 25 caps. He's 34 now. Coached in an earlier part of his career by an Englishman, actually, Brian King, who's been over here for quite a few years, a former Millwall goalkeeper. Sherwood. Kenner getting it up to Newell. Back again to Kenner. Newell. Pearce again looking to play it wide for Ripley. Knocked inside again. Out it goes again, this time for Berg, who's out there. Headed inside to Ripley. Again it's gone back. That has gone forward. Plenty of white shirts are back. And now there'll be plenty of white shorts streaming forward, you can be sure of that. This is young Stefan Everson on the ball. Blackburn working well, getting back quickly, organising themselves and finding Batty on the far side. Shearer well offside. Rosenborg making another substitution, bringing on Storvik, a midfield player. And taking Strand off. So a midfielder for a midfielder. Hendry gets it away.
Number 4 out.
Kramer. Bragstad. Hit in first time. Hendry didn't get on to the end of that one. Berg might make the clearance here, though, finding Ripley. Blackburn about to make a substitution, bringing Paul Warhurst on by the look of it. Oh, possibilities here for Blackburn.
Well across Henry there, wasn't it? Colin Henry read that one there, got the interception.
Stormbrick. And a goal kick. So Paul Warhurst coming on. Certainly one of the game's unluckiest players. It's Tim Sherwood who's coming off. So it would seem, yes. So he's got a bit of a knock, actually, Sherwood. But Warhurst, such a versatile player, plays up front, plays at the back, and as I say, one of the unluckiest of players, broken his legs twice. One leg each. In the last 12 months, hasn't played in the first team for something like 6 months now. He's going to the left side of midfield. Not by any means match hardened after his long layoff, but who knows, he might just pull something out for Blackburn Rovers in 5 minutes or so that are left.
They've also withdrawn Sutton into midfield as well, centre of midfield. So they're packing the middle there and leaving Newell up there with Shearer.
In the meantime, it's a free kick to Rosenborg towards Everson, but he's well beaten in the air by Colin Hendry. Henning Berg gets it back comfortably and safely to Tim Flowers. High towards Newell. Will it fall for Shearer? It won't. Banged away by Kavana. Everson through the middle. Little Jakobsen's in there as well. And Berg does well to keep it out. Everson on the far side, though. Bradpack is there. This could be real trouble for Blackburn here. Oh, an astonishing goal. An astonishing goal there by Stensels. Just when it looked as though Blackburn might be at least going away with a draw. A rifling drive there by the defender. It was laid back again and played up beautifully for him.
Yeah, it was laid up beautifully, as you say there, Brian. Rolled back from the byline. Look at that. I mean, Pearce got, sold himself. Ball rolled back. And really thumped in. You have to feel now for Blackburn. They've done the hard bit. They clawed themselves back into the game. And then to lose a goal at this stage, I mean, that's a real body blow.
Kenner with the ball now for Blackburn. Knocked forward. Banged away by Kwana. Hit long by Flowers. Can Blackburn yet save themselves? Shearer battling for it, but again, the white shirts are all around him and they get it away. Batty trying to get it out to Ripley. Batty getting in there again. Knocked away that time by Bragstad. Warhurst planting the ball forward now to Newell. Shearer's in a good position as well. Ripley on the far side, but the time fast running out now for Blackburn. Ripley into Batty. Birds on the far side. Can Blackburn yet find a goal that saves themselves? Ripley going beyond them. The little chip in there. They get a corner.
Great little run and a bad ball at the end of it there, Brian. He really has to find a Blackburn player with that cross. He'd done the hard bit, got past the defenders. But, the corner kick, dangerous.
Oh, they'll get it away again. Scammel's hits it long and high. And it'll be a throw to Blackburn. A few more seconds taken up, just a little over 2 minutes left on the clock now. Everson here playing the ball in. What a lovely ball he played back actually for Stensels. Free kick to Rosenborg. It's beginning to look very much like two defeats for Blackburn Rovers in the Champions League. Of course, it means that their quarter-final hopes haven't entirely been extinguished, but they've got to be some pretty dramatic turnarounds in the matches that are still to come. Home and away against Legia of Warsaw, home, of course, against the Norwegians, and away to Moscow Sparta. Here's Ripley. Two were on him, and two got the better of him. Berg trying to keep it going, though. Batty knocked back for Pearce. Played by him to Warhurst, knocked in again towards Newell. But again, the white shirts get it away without a great deal of discomfort. Streaming out again, Jakobsen's made a good break. Everson's in there too. Jakobsen's waiting just across the face of the Blackburn Rovers goal, and it's a goal kick.
A precision pass setting up again, Ryman. That's been the hallmark of this Rosenborg team. The passing has been terrific, and the little penetrating passes they've been looking for. When midfield players break out, they look to play it. They look to play past, the defenders. That was a lovely little ball there. And he just turned left, Colin Henry. Pearce comes across, but he's getting his shot, and a lot of pace in it. Direction wasn't there.
Last few seconds now. Hagen has come on. The throw to Blackburn on the far side. Batty knocking it back for Berg. One last attempt. Pearce has gone right forward, so too has Hendry. Blackburn's throw, playing time added on. Won't be much of it. Warhurst knows it's got to be taken quickly. Batty will try and bang that ball into the box. but he's lost possession, and instead it's banged away by the Rosenborg defence. Up to Everson. Got players over on that far side now. Jakobsen. In the end, no damage done as Hendry steps in, but the clearance was a poor one there by Flowers. Well, that would almost have been the final word. Sterling. Through again a comedy of errors in that Blackburn defence. Gets a shot on target that he really shouldn't have had. There goes the final whistle. And Rosenborg have won by 2 goals to 1. It's a desperate night again for Blackburn Rovers in Europe, having already been beaten by Moscow Spartak, and now they've lost to the champions of Norway by 2-1 with that goal 4 minutes from the end by Stensors.